Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I am making a quick chicken Alfredo. I'm going to be using Rao's Alfredo sauce. It is really low carb, and so I'm using this today. If you don't have this, that's okay. There are a lot of Alfredo sauces are lower carb in general, but you can also make a simple sauce yourself. I have some of that. I have a recipe for that, but I'm not doing that tonight. I am making 3 pounds of chicken that I seasoned with garlic and salt and pepper and onion powder. But I wanted to show you the process of making spaghetti squash. So thumbs up, hearts, share this video. Have you ever had spaghetti squash noodles? Had them in the comments. If you've never had them, put not yet in the comments. So the first thing that I did is I took my spaghetti squash. This is a kind of a medium small size. And I put it in a little inch of water in a Pyrex in the microwave for 6 minutes. The reason to do this is that it allows it to get soft and a little bit cuttable. Because if you don't, it's really hard to cut it and you could hurt yourself in trying to cut it. So I started to put this in. So I just actually put the knife in like this, and it didn't go in like quite that easily, but it went in, and then now all I have to do is move it down, and it's not even like 100 times easier than if I had not first cooked it for 6 minutes. So now I just cut it all the way through. It takes a little bit of maneuvering, and then we have our spaghetti squash right here. Now, I'm going to put these upside down in the Pyrex on top of this like inch of water. So it looks like this. And then I'm going to, you're going to follow me around. I'm going to make sure that this isn't burning. I hear it. All right. You're going to follow me around to the microwave, so that I can show you putting it, so I can keep talking to you while I put it in the microwave. Now, I am going to, like I said, I have it upside down. It's important to put it in the microwave for like 6 minutes first. If it's a bigger one, you might want to do 7 minutes.
How much
now,
before?
I'm going to put it in there for 6 more minutes. Huh? Ah, 6, 7.
No, stop. No.
6, 7. If you have kids who are doing that, 6, 7, put 6, 7 in the comments. 6, 7 in the comments. 4K, no. All right, so my chicken is just about done. And this you can season with however you want. Hi, Kagalea.
And my nails.
Oh, she put on some nails today. All right. So I put salt, pepper, garlic. Let me taste one of them and see how it's doing. And onion powder. Good. Okay. I think that I actually might be good. So I want to know what you are eating for dinner tonight. What is your protein, your veggies, your healthy fats? Our healthy fats, well, this is cooked in butter. And then I'm actually unsure about how healthy the fats are in this Alfredo sauce. So let's learn together. It does have only 2 grams of carbs for a 1/4 cup, which is really great. And the ingredients, let's see, are cream and milk, Parmesan and Romano cheese, enzyme modified egg yolk, garlic, Parmesan cheese, sea salt, black pepper, white pepper, modified food starch, and xanthan gum. So this is a great option. It's like a better option. The best option would make your own. This is like the better option of Alfredo sauce. So it's going to be delicious and really low carb, which is great to combine with the spaghetti squash, because spaghetti squash is low carb. but it's higher carb than like a zoodle. So you could use the same thing with zoodles, and you could lower your carbs that way, and you could get a green veggie that way. But we don't have spaghetti squash all that often, but we do, and when we do, I love it. Tell me if you like spaghetti squash, but like it in the comments. I know, well, okay, so I know you said if you've had it, you put had it in the comments, and if not, not yet. So you might have had it and you don't like it. So I'm curious, tell me in the comments if you like it and you had it. Tell me that. So had it and then like it, or leave it and then not yet if you haven't yet tried it. If you do something else to cook your spaghetti squash, you can do it in the oven. This is, over time, this is what I found to be the easiest, the fastest, the most painless, because sometimes it gets so hot and it's just so hard to cut that I feel like when I cut my hand off because it's so hard to cut through. But this is what I found to be the best. So first 6 minutes in just by itself. I put it on top of some water. I don't even know if that's necessary. And then it slices through really easily. 6 or 7 minutes. 7 minutes if it's still a little bit hard. And then another 6 or 7 minutes. Another 6 or 7 minutes to cook it with its like face down in like an inch of water in a Pyrex. Then the last piece is super simple, and we're just gonna add everything together in the, I might actually add it per person. I think it might store a little bit better that way. Like noodles, then the chicken, and then pour this over and mix it up. I think that's how I'm gonna do it per person. And then we'll save whatever leftovers that we have after that. So thumbs up, hearts, share this video. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what you're eating tonight. What is your protein, your veggies, your healthy fats? And if you like Alfredo, also, I want to know about that, because you don't have to use Alfredo sauce for these spaghetti noodles, these spaghetti squash noodles. You can use my pizza sauce and dilute it with a little bit of water. You can use Rao's spaghetti sauce or Rao's marinara sauce. You could use, there's other brands that have, this actually I got at Aldi at a lower cost. You could also use, you could even just use butter and Parmesan with your Parmesan cheese with your spaghetti squash. So I want to know, do you like spaghetti squash? Have you made it before? And if so, if you do it a different way, let us know. And then also, what would you use Alfredo? Put Alfredo, or if you would use a marinara, put marinara. What type of sauce would you use? It's almost out. And then we get to use a fork. So that's going to be the best way to get the individual noodles up. And then, like I said, I'm going to, in each of our bowls, I'm going to serve it separate with the sauce, with the noodles. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to get the noodles out and put them in a bowl so that I can easily put it out for everyone. Okay, we're ready. All right, let's get it. And I'm going to push you down here. Grab this. I should be able to pick it up. Maybe? Yeah, I can pick it up. And then we're gonna check and make sure that it's ready. And I'll show you what you do to check and make sure it's ready. So, it's always so hot. So we want it to be, there's 2 steps that we have to do. This looks like it's not quite ready. It should be starting to get a little bit of this darker color. Like you can tell this is pretty white still, but right here in the corner and right over here, it's starting to turn colors. We're gonna, then once it does, we're gonna put it in there for another 2 minutes. Then we're gonna take out all the seeds in the center. And then we'll be able to use our fork to get the noodles out. Many years ago, the first time, I'm gonna put it for another 3 minutes. The first time that I saw these noodles, I was like, what? There's a vegetable that comes out like that? That's crazy. I was really excited because they're so cool the way that they come out. And I'm gonna need a spoon. I have my fork. I'm gonna need a spoon as well. Maybe I'll just stay over here on this side because I'm gonna need to take out my, what do you call it? The seeds from the center. Take out the seeds. Last night's food was the soup, the chicken noodle, with celery noodles and zucchini noodles, chicken noodle soup, and it was so good. And it really reminded me of ramen. There's this ramen place in Chicago that before I was eating this way, I went to all the time. And it's a Korean place. And the Korean ramen was so good. They would have egg in there, and it was so good. And it reminded me so much when I added the cayenne pepper. It reminded me so much of that place. All right, so I'm sorry you're having to talk to me until I get this out of here. I wanted to have the best way to show you each part of the process, but not all of the process, because otherwise you'd be sitting here for a really long time with me. But I want to show you this next part, and I did want to show you how easy it is to slice through, because it's such a big difference if you don't do that first step of cooking it first without cutting it. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. There's a step that I didn't do that makes it even easier, which you should do before you cook it the first time. You need to put little holes, like slices, around all sides of it, like all around, and that will make it even faster. That's probably why it's taking slower than what I usually do it at. Is because I didn't do the slices, so it's not allowing it to cook through the skin as fast. Definitely remember to do that step. That is the first step. Make lots of holes, lots of slices. They're not holes, but slices with the knife all the way around the skin, and then cook it for 6 minutes. Then take it out and cut it down the center. Then put it open face down in your inch of water, and then you're gonna take out the seeds, and then you're going to use your fork and create the noodles, which is the funnest part. All right, it's almost here. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. Let's see I know that's the part that I forgot this time around. Yeah, that's the part I forgot. So we're going to get out these seeds. You can do the seeds before also if you want, but I find they just come out so much faster and easier and not annoyingly if you do it after this, because it's already like cooked, whereas before, I don't know, I could go either way. I've done it both ways. What do? Do you take the seeds out before you cook it half down, or do you take them out after? All right, who here composts? If you compost, our city provides a compost. So we have a compost bucket that the city provides, and then they come and pick it up. So I'm going to put these in the compost, and you want to get all the stringiness out of here, which I might need my knife a little bit for, to like kind of sever the stringiness. Those last little bits that aren't severing. There we go. It's not severing. I definitely have done it the other way where I take the seeds out before I cook it, and it's not so like squishy. This part that's not disconnecting isn't so runny, which maybe makes it easier to pull when it's not so runny. All right. Now I'm going to kind of dump this into the compost. The seeds. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. Then, ooh, it's hot. We're gonna get the seeds off of this side. And definitely I think you would be just fine with 6 minutes and 6 minutes if you put the the slits in the sides before you cook it. And I think it will cut off of these extra stringiness will cut off much easier if you do that before. Man, it's been a long time, I guess, since I've cooked the spaghetti squash. Because it looks like I'm forgetting some of the basics. All right. And again, if you do it a different way, tell us how you do it in the comments. And this is hot. Oh my goodness, it's hot. Thankfully, we're not going to eat this. This what do you call it? This part right here. So it's not dirty sitting on here because we're not going to eat that. All right. I don't want the stringy, I want the noodles, but I don't want the stringy pulp part of the seeds. So it may even be helpful to get like a steak knife instead of the big, huge knife, but it might work. And then I am having challenges. Oh my goodness. Because it's slippery. Okay, so I learned this is not the ideal. The ideal would be to take the seeds out prior to cooking it so that you don't have so much sliminess. It'll make it less slimy. You're all probably like, oh my gosh, Christina, be careful with that knife. I'll be careful. All right, we're almost there. Come on, sliminess, get out. Okay. I just have this little bit of sliminess that I think I'll use a steak knife, but we'll use this one. So now we're gonna take my fork, and from here you just get to go down like this. And these are, or go forward. I was trying to do it so you can see it easier, but these are the noodles. These guys are the noodles. They're like little tiny, almost like little rice noodles. And you just do this all the way, and look how they come out. Oh my goodness, they're so great. You do this all the way till you get to the skin, and those are your noodles that you get to use. Now, some people will eat it, whatever they're eating, directly out of the skin, but I like to serve it from, I like to get them all out and then serve it that way. So that's it. I'll do the rest of it because I know you've been here for a long time if you got here this far. So this is beautiful, amazing spaghetti noodles that are so delicious and mixed well with whatever sauce. We're using Alfredo and chicken. And that's it. So have a wonderful night from my house to your kitchen. Global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye!